Hi, I'm Miles from the 𝗕𝗏𝗃 and welcome! It's great to have you.
Thanks, Miles. I'm Alexis. Welcome to 𝗕𝗏𝗃, where we teach you a kitchen skill and then demonstrate that skill in a recipe. And Miles, you know what I get so excited for? Seasonal fruits and vegetables. Like watermelon in the summertime and pumpkin in the fall and oranges in the winter. Do you have a favorite?
Melon.
Melon? I know you love cantaloupe and honeydew, don't you? Yeah, in the summertime, they are so good. You know what I can't get enough of right now?
Cherries.
Cherries. There's a big bowl of them right in front of you, right? We are gonna make these awesome brown butter cherry almond squares. And we are gonna teach you guys about pitting cherries, because what's the last thing that you want when you're eating a cherry dessert?
The pit in your dessert.
Yeah, that's no fun. So first things first, we're gonna get our crust in the pan so we can get that baking, and then we'll put our filling in and we'll put some cherries. So right here, I've got our flour and our almond flour, and I'm gonna put in some melted butter. There's some sugar in here too. And the recipe will be posted, so you don't have to worry about that. We're gonna mix it up, and then I'm just gonna hand this over to you, and you're gonna press it. This is such an easy crust. There's no chilling, there's no, rolling. You just have to like mix it up and then press it in the pan. So we're gonna do that, pop it in the oven, let it bake for a couple of minutes, maybe like 15 minutes, and then we are gonna pit cherries.
Which is the funnest part of this recipe.
It is fun. We're gonna show you a couple different ways that you can do it if you don't have a cherry pitter. Well, just one, but all right,
yeah.
Get pressing.
Do I press it with my hands?
Yeah, press it with your hands.
Yay.
Yeah.
This feels really weird.
Yep, just evenly along the bottom. And we will be right back after this bakes off. Okay, Miles, so our crust cooked. Look how pretty that is. And I just want to let everybody out there know that if you have any nut allergies, that I will have a alternative version of this crust with no nuts in it. It's just flour, in case anybody has almond allergies. So let's get started with pitting the cherries. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, show everybody the cherry pitter. That is a cherry pitter, works for olives too. And it's a really great gadget, but if you don't have one, there's another way to do it. It was really fun. I think we were at your grandparents' house maybe 2 summers ago when we wanted to make these brown butter bars, and they didn't have a cherry pitter. So Aunt Ashley looked up online how to pit cherries if you don't have one. And you get a bottle and a chopstick, and you put the cherry on top of the bottle and just push the pit through, and it comes out. And if you sometimes it's a little bit like stubborn and you just have to push through a couple times. So there it is, it comes out. Usually it goes right in the bottle, but. All right, so we are gonna pit cherries. Do you wanna show how the cherry pitter works?
So you take a cherry, put it in the cherry pitter. And then all you have to do is push down right in the middle.
Yep.
And
you can put it in there, that's fine. Yep, pop.
Just pops right out.
Out comes the pit.
You can put it in the bottle.
So Miles and I are gonna finish pitting all the cherries, and then we will come back and finish up the recipe. This is one of my favorite desserts, Miles. I cannot wait to eat it. Should we get it finished up?
Yeah.
Okay, you are gonna put the cherries in there, and oh, there you go, in a nice little row. And I am gonna mix the batter up while you finish lining up those cherries. And we have 2 eggs and some vanilla. I'm popping the bowl. And we're gonna add our sugar. And just give that a mix. So these are cherry brown butter bars. If you aren't familiar with brown butter, it is magical. It's one of our favorite baking ingredients, isn't it? Really easy. You just put butter in a saucepan on the stove and cook it until the milk solids turn brown. And it'll kind of bubble up a little bit, make popping sounds. You swirl it around a little bit. I've got instructions on my website. And yeah, you definitely want a parent to help you with that because it's a little splattery, okay? All right, so mixing, and gonna mix in the flour. It's a pretty easy recipe, isn't it? Okay, and then, once we get all that in, no lumps, we have the brown butter. And you can kind of see how nice and golden brown that is. We're gonna pour that in, and those are the brown milk solids on the bottom, and they go right in because they have so much flavor. This is like, it smells like super nutty. Really, really yummy. We want to get all that yummy stuff in.
Smells delicious.
Yeah, and the eggs had some vanilla in them too, because that's really good. All right. Oh, there's a leftover cherry.
Yeah, can I eat it?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you ready? We're gonna pour it in the batter, and it might disturb the cherries just a little bit, but you got some nice rows in there. Oops, there we go. Okay, yep. Oh, yeah, good. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna pour this in. Pop it back in the oven. Oh, can you move that piece of parchment back a little bit?
Oh.
Yep. So we want to just make sure it's kind of evenly poured all around. We're going to bake it up and then have delicious cherry brown butter bars. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.